to get you
Okay, I'm Karen Puckett, and welcome to Pizza Box Green Screen Theater. And our tech facilitator at school had liked this idea, so what I did, I actually used construction paper for my green screen, and then later, last night I just took it to my garage and spray painted it green. So I'm not sure, I'm going to try it with the green paint, but I think it's going to work better with the paper. But so what I did was I used this app, and I got two kids, Raul and Elizabeth, which I didn't have her picture, unfortunately. They're pretty good readers, and this is a book that was this is the Purabelle Honor Book. That is a book award every year. There's a winner, and there's like 2 honor books for the best book written or illustrated by a Latino author. So this was from a few years ago. These are for this year. And I just brought these just as, edification. But this is the book we use, and the sweet thing about this book that I love is about this grandmom who moves in with Abuela, moves in with Mia. Mia speaks no Spanish. Abuela speaks no English, and it's all about how they teach each other's language. It's just such a sweet book. Mango, Abuela, and me. And so
who's Mango?
Mango is the parrot because
it looks like a mango.
Mia knows that she gets lonely when she's at school, so they go to the pet shop and get her this parrot, and then the parrot learns to speak too. So it's just really sweet. So
it's a bilingual parrot.
It's a bilingual parrot. So I did this in iMovie just because that's what I'm used to being at a Mac school. One thing I did, and a lot of people don't know about Evernote, it is a good app for when you take a photo with it, it'll zoom in on what's important in the picture, like a green screen. So you don't get all these extra things on the side. It zooms in and makes a little, let me see if I can make one take photo. So as it's zooming in, you can see that little bit of green coming up because it's trying to find an edge. So it just gets the most crucial part of the picture. So that's a nice app to use.
Very much so.
Called Evernote.
Evernote.
Yeah, it's right here.
Is this available? Is it an Apple or can I?
I think probably Google probably does it too. I think you can have it on 2 to 3 devices before you have to pay for it. So I end up taking it off one device and sticking it on another sometimes because I'm moving around devices. And so anyway, I had the kids read into this one page at a time. Elizabeth would do a page, and Raul would do a page. Now, obviously, Raul's Spanish was a lot better than Elizabeth because you can hear him throughout saying, "No, it's poquito," and then correcting her. And then I did video of these little puppets. I used green popsicle sticks so it wouldn't show, and they moved around. They went in front of the pages from the book. I took pictures from each page of the book, and so here's the final product. We had a little trouble getting puppets to do right, but whatever.
I can figure out how to play I'll show you that part.
And then Raul starts to read again, and he couldn't quite figure out how to say these words. It's not doing real great every time.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, you can turn it up. But I had to do it again. I didn't want to waste printer stuff, so I just only did one Mia, one Abuela, but I would actually do them to look like the pictures and move them around. I didn't want to spend all that printer ink.
Do you know, I actually like it separate because it pulls it out of the picture a little bit.
Right.
So I kind of like it actually that it's not the same as, otherwise it's just a repeat of what's already there. This gives it variety.
It shows them. Well, this is sweet because this is her grandfather. Now Abuela is sad, remembering her husband. So that's real sweet. So she gets this connection to her past. This feather is crucial because she's at night. I dream of a red bird circling in the sky. So she talks about the sensory. She smells flowers and hears sugar and cinnamon baked into her skin. She gives her the feather. It's just such a so many beautiful
very
symbols
poetic.
throughout. Yeah, it is very poetic. So I really enjoyed the book. I enjoy these books. They tend to, I think it's something about the Spanish language. Someone once said Spanish sounds like dangling earrings. And I agree, and it is a very poetic, musical language, so that's what made it fun, is having the kids read. I said, I need y'all to help me with the Spanish words. They said, oh, that's what you got us. I said, yes.
So, in terms of an ESL, to apply to an ESL student, this type of techniques of the video and the book, is this? Can you tell me a little bit more about what is the purpose of this teaching methodology to apply to what type of student? Or
I would take well, in this case, I used ESL students who were fluent readers, so they probably are both, 3 or 4 on the access test, and it just helped them work with their fluency, and it also helped them work with technology because they were both very good with the technology, their reading and their speaking. It helped them with the speaking process. So I think it took care of a couple of domains, not really any writing, but it did get the speaking.
but the idea is that they are at an advanced level where they are able to just develop and
Right. I would say it's a little higher level. I would take an easier book. I don't know that any of these were real easy. There are some that are easier, but even this one looks, yeah, it's cute. But even this one would have to be for a higher level child. But you'd have to find their different. I like also highlighting book awards because it helps children appreciate language-rich literature. So much they're reading formulaic books that are just teaching that are just on a reading level. There's really no meaning behind those books, and this, I think, it really teaches them about real literature.
For me, this will be a content-based instruction, perhaps literature, even if you were to apply to English literature or Spanish literature. To see Don Quixote, for instance, Don Quixote de la Mancha could be applied in this context, and have the puppets with.
Yeah,
that's how I would teach. I mean, if I was to teach Spanish to children.
Yes, that would be good. I mean, it's this award is a great way to help them appreciate. And I tell them all the time, if you're good with your Spanish, you'll be good with your English. Go ahead and improve that. Keep that Spanish going.
In terms of testing, how does you assess the students? I mean, in terms of this formatting.
For the assessment, I didn't really have an assessment for this, but I have a Tinkerers Club after school, and we do maker spaces and all kinds of things. So we're actually going to take this to a maker fair at the school district level, and so I'm going to have them actually make some more of these. And what I might do is talk to their teachers about letting this be an extra credit exercise, or even a guided reading pull-out for them while they're in their guided reading stations. So I think that would work, and then they could work as an assessment. Just the fact that they created this product, which they could do blindfolded. There's the bird. Here he goes. He's flying across. There goes the bird.
That's Mango.
That's Mango. But yeah, this was fun to do just because I love using children's literature, and that when I do become an ESL teacher, because I'm a school librarian now, I will definitely use lots of children's literature.
Yeah, it's special.
Yeah, it's special.
What were the things that you struggled with in putting it together?
Oh yeah, I had a hard time with the technology because I have done books on video before, but not with green screen itself. I've never really liked the way green screen looks. I still don't really care for it. It looks superimposed, but I know the kids like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. So I probably always avoided green screen for that reason, just because I don't like the way it looks. But what I'll generally do is I'll take pictures of all the pages, and then I'll read it and put it on the school broadcast, but without the green screen, without the puppets. So I added that in. That was something I had not done. Of course, I used my buddy's pizza box idea and got to go get a good pizza process. I got an extra box. I didn't eat out for this box.
Thank you, Karen. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it is very nice. Thank you. And I liked all your information on this kind of stuff too.
Thank you. This worked as a great tri-board. In fact, I'm like, we could use this for displays all the time. Two pizza boxes, we can get free ones.
How did you decide on? What I was going to ask. Oh, yeah. You said you didn't like green screen, but you went ahead. Is that because you know the kids like it? Is that why you went ahead?
I went ahead and did it, and I knew they would enjoy doing the puppetry and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so.
And they made the puppets, and they had fun making them, cutting them out. So in our after-school club, that's where they're doing that.
Very cool. Yeah, you even put it into practice.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, thanks. Thank you.
Well, hello. You want to see my presentation?
Okay. What I did,
I love book awards because I'm a school librarian, so I can't resist. This is the Pura Belpré Award. This is one of the honor books from 3 or 4 years ago, but it was well reviewed. In fact, I found it in my searches about bilingualism because it's about a grandmother who comes to live with her granddaughter. She comes up, I guess, from Mexico or wherever, and she speaks no English. The granddaughter speaks no Spanish. She ends up staying in her room, and they teach each other's language. But there's all this poetic stuff going on throughout the book. And I was working on with that, and at the end, of course, they bond and they really help each other out. There's a cute picture in here where they labeled everything in the house with English words so that for the grandmom. And then they're in the kitchen working, they actually kind of hit it off when they're cooking in the kitchen and taught each other the words for flour and butter and all that type of thing. So anyway, what I did was I got Raul and Elizabeth, who's not in the picture, they're both 4th graders, they're pretty good fluent readers, and asked them to go onto this app, and one would read one page, one would read the other page. They alternated reading pages, and then I pulled the files into iMovie. I also took Evernote, which is a great app for taking pictures because it only pulls out the most important part of the picture. So, like if you're in Evernote, you can kind of see how it turns a little bit green. If I can hold still. And it'll pull out the best picture, and it'll actually take it without even pushing the button. So I used Evernote, and I pulled that into iMovie along with the little puppets and made sure they were on green sticks moving around as the story's going. So, and I was telling the other people, I've never really liked green screen because I don't like the way it looks. I don't care how good size that is, it looks dumb. But the kids love it, and they really enjoyed this. And I have a Tinkerers Club after school, so they actually helped me put this together. We do, and we're going to actually take this to the District Maker Fair. This and some other things that we're going to work on.
Wow.
So cool. So it should be fun. But these are 2 other award winners from this year for the Pura Belpré Award. And I like, having the students appreciate language-rich literature, real children's literature, not the formulaic books that they're being exposed to all the time, because right now we're so, how we are. Right now.
Did you say it's a Tinkerers Club?
Tinkerers Club, yeah. And I'm not the greatest with makerspaces, but media specialists are under pressure to do makerspaces. So I found some really cool things about taking these kinds of sticks, clips, like those jerry clips you use for buying your clips, and clothespins, and they give you these engineering challenges. So I had the kids work on engineering challenges with that, and stuff with old newspapers, and all my stuff's pretty low tech. So
I did a makerspace with our librarian during the student teaching, actually, we had to build a little
okay, yeah.
with just kind of old artifacts and stuff.
That's so
Some of them were great.
Well, have you seen somebody's play yard? What is that video? I think I shared it on one of our pages. But it's a great thing about a child who makes this whole place, this whole amusement park cardboard. I'll have to try to find that and send that out.
I'm just going to type my notes here. Okay. It's hard to type on this.
It is hard. I didn't put a whole lot on any of mine because I was like, I can't concentrate. Hi, how are you? All right, welcome to Pizza Box Green Screen Theater. And this is my YouTube video link, and there's the QR code for that. I'm a school media specialist, so I'm always pushing books, especially award-winning books. And there's an award for Latino authors and illustrators called the Pura Belpré Award. This was a winner, honor book a few years ago. One of these is the winner this year, and one is the honor. I can't remember, but I used this book because it's about a grandmother who moves from the old country to America to live with her children and gets to know her granddaughter who speaks no Spanish and she speaks no English. So the whole thing is about them learning to know each other. And then the mango is the bird. She gets her the bird so she won't be lonely and have someone to talk to during the day while she's not there. So what I did was I had 2 ESL students. They were pretty good readers, Raul and Elizabeth. I don't have her picture. And they did spoken to this app called, what's the name of the app? It's voice memos. And one would read one page.